Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio, and today I am working on my Mission Inspiration journal with the Mission Inspiration prompts for July. Getting it in just in time for July. So the first prompt was to cover the page with newsprint. Well, one of the prompts. You don't have to necessarily do them in order. But I don't have any newsprint. So I had this graph paper that I had used for something else, so I have a bunch of scrap of it. So I decided I would cover the entire page, or both pages, because I'm doing double spreads this year in this book. And then I would stamp it with a bunch of stuff and hopefully make it look like newsprint. I figured you don't need to see the whole thing, so I will just edit out the other page. There we go. So here's one of the things I decided to use, and it is just a script stamp that I got at Michael's forever ago. Sorry, I don't know the number. I don't think it's available anymore. But I'm just stamping it all over, and then I'm going to add a few others just to help it out and make it look like newsprint. And it also counts as one of the other prompts, which was to add stamped images or elements. So, yeah, I'm going to do a lot of stamping. Is it starting to resemble newsprint? Probably not, but it was fun anyway. One of the other prompts is to add numbers. So this stamp, though half of them got stamped upside down, has a date on it. So those are numbers. They count. Oh, and those are numbers too. Now, if you're not familiar with Mission Inspiration, you should check it out. It's by Mike Deacon. He has a Facebook group, and then he has a YouTube channel, and a lot of people follow his prompts every month and create some really cool stuff. It's really a fun challenge to follow the prompts and see what you come up with. Next prompt I'm following is add washi tape. Now, I really, as usual, per my usual, if you've watched any of my videos, didn't really know where I was going. At this point, I was thinking I'm just going to create this interesting background and then I'd stick something over the top of it. So I was putting the washi tape all over, like in a pattern, on this page. If I'd known what I was going to end up doing, I probably would have made it more incorporated into the page. But, you never know where you're going to end up. So for the next part of this, I don't know if I didn't realize the camera wasn't running. Sorry. So, you missed me sketching that, but it's just a basic sun. So the prompt I'm following now is to add 3 focal images. First focal image is the sun. Nice and hot. And I actually, the day I created this was the day our town had their local parade. And I went to it with my sister and my nephew and his kids. And it was really hot. So I think that's part of the reason I was prompted to paint the sun, because I was feeling really hot. And for my second focal image, we're just going to give ourselves a little tropical island and a palm tree. So one of the prompts was to include botanical elements. Does a palm tree count as a botanical element? That's what I'm going with. Now at this point you can see my turquoise. You have to dig it out with my fingers. The next project I pulled open that color and it had gone completely solid. So here I rescued a little bit, but it was just way too hard for the next project, which I was really sad. I like that color, but and I got most of these on clearance. So, you get what you pay for, I guess. But I probably won't buy the wide mouth bottles of paint because they just dry up way too fast. And I don't paint fast enough to make it worth my while. Alright, so I decided since there was an island, we had to give it some water. And I'm just weaving my image in and out of the washi tape. Like, some elements it's in front of, some elements it's behind. Just incorporating it into what I end up with. And here I'm just giving it some shading. I just drew on it with my Stabilo and just getting that wet to activate it, just to give it some depth. And my sun, I'd sketched the sun out with the Stabilo. So now this is my third element. This little character. It's somebody I follow on Instagram. Creates these little characters, and I think they're a lot of fun. So I decided I would add one into my landscape, and he's my third focal element, I guess. I decided he should be yellow like the sun. So the next prompt is add bold typography or a quote. So I have this written out, but I'm going to handwrite it. I just wanted to figure out where I was going to place everything because I wanted the waves to fit in the right spot. So the quote is, if you see a heat wave, would you wave back? So maybe my little dude's a heat wave. I don't know. I just thought it needed to be a little bit more bold. Have heat wave really bold. I was hot, like I told you. I was feeling it. Have my fan on full blast in my room. The next prompt was to do a hand-drawn border. I know this one's boring, but it's my border. I just figured anything else would get lost because the background is really kind of busy with all that stamping that I did. And I can't remember what marker I used, but I think it was water-based, so probably not the best choice for this, but... yeah. Anyways, what do you think? Did you like it? I like the quote. I think it's funny. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. Share it. Leave a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.